Hello, my friends! This might be a short episode. I just realized this is a duo duel. So actually, I'm only allowed to deploy one unit. Which is not a lot. So the real question becomes which unit? The Dervish is probably the best one. Wolfbane's is available.
Warriors, prepare for combat.
I need to actually close down BattleTech. So I gotta play this out quickly. I have other priorities, but I can't save. So.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, where's the enemy? Over there.
Copy that.
Wheel you now.
Holding. Roger that. Receiving you.
I could potentially break him through the front, but that's probably not the right move.
Confirm.
Let's wait for him to get close, then just jump behind him and just nail him in the back. Look at that, he just walked right into it.
Orders.
Hello, buddy.
Roger. Solid connection on that one.
Oh, I got his primary weapon. A longbow. If I stay close to it, it's not much of a threat.
Yeah. Firing jump jet.
Let us duel, you and I.
Acknowledge.
Ugh! Only 3 launches on 60%. That's pretty gross. But I did get his primary weapon, so that's nice.
Give them everything you've got. Going full throttle.
We'll see if we can start softening up the longbow's firepower as well. would you bring a longbow to this fight? Unless you like stuck it up there on the hill and fired missiles down without moving, that would be a reasonable strategy. And anyone who puts all their eggs into the AC-20 basket deserves everything they get.
Waiting for orders. Looking out.
8 evasion. Oh! Yikes.
One less target.
Just evasion is just dominating.
Let's hit him hard.
It's nice though to play with few units and actually have the
Ready
game
for
be
orders.
completely smooth.
Let's move.
I said this was going to be a fast mission.
Got it. Let's go. Hostile removed.
Mission successful.
Get in there! Kill team. More like kill team, am I right? Wow. We didn't leave much there. I'll take that longbow piece though. I wouldn't mind a longbow, especially if it's got a nice special trait. If it's still got its missilery system. I've still got an Orion Moonlighting as my missile boat, which is not necessarily what you want to use that for. You gain 21 reputation. Alright, that's actually really good. That is actually quite nice. That you get some reputation back to unloathe yourself.
That order you submitted is complete.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna do one of these missions next time, obviously. We'll just clean these up. They're all against clan. So it'll be salvage all the way. More is better, of course. Salvage rights are not good against clan, I'm going to presume because of the high value of their units. Meaning that the math between max pay and salvage is bad on the side of pay. But there's a 3 of 12 here. So we'll just continue to farm clan gear, and I don't know. I might start going for hard contracts and seeing if I can get my hands on some assault mechs, some high level assault mechs. I'm still looking for a good missile boat. I still believe in having a missile boat, even though in my heart of hearts, I just think like a horde of medium and light backstabbers is probably the correct way to play this. But I just like having a missile boat. I like the flexibility it gives me, even if it's not strictly optimal. And there's the odd mission where you just start in a pit and there's a load of enemies, and that poor missile boat is just getting targeted down, even with its, you know, even with its solid defenses. There's just nowhere for it to go, so it ends up getting wrecked over the course of 3 or 4 turns. I understand it's a liability, but I like having it. It's something different to play with. It's the same reason why I keep bringing the sled out. It's fun to play with, even if I wouldn't say it's strictly optimal, because it's once again, it's too easy to hit. And that's the big issue, is more often than not you're just dealing with massive lances of enemies, and they are they've got lots of firepower. They're fragile, but they have a lot of firepower. They're usually running XL engines and are overgunned. So while you can destroy them very quickly, an exposed unit can be torn apart very fast. I feel like this is where people feel like this is a very difficult mod to play, or have lost many units. Like, I have basically lost nothing except 2 pilots to, you know, a headshot and a very unlucky rear CT kill. That would never have happened if I'd grinded for gear, because that mech was operating with lower than standard rear armor, as I was waiting for it was Pharaoh or Endo. I think it was Pharaoh I was waiting for. I was waiting for something to further increase the armor, and I thought I'd run it for a few missions at low armor. Anyway, that fight was against the quads, and I only took that fight on just to test my skills anyway. So if you ignore the freak headshot and the mission that I took on to test my skills, that was, you know, that I was under equipped for, I've basically lost nothing. I think I lost 2 mechs to testing the heat system, to seeing how vicious the heat system is, which the answer is it's extremely vicious. So you should never run your mechs hot, because the risks are too high. There's been some ejections here and there, but that's inevitable when you've got 12 to 16 enemies against your lance of 6 or 7 units, and there's just a lot of firepower being hurled around. But controlled ejections are not defeats, of course. As I've said before, pilots are more valuable than mechs, so ejecting to save the pilot is always worth doing, or is more often than not worth doing. After all, it takes like 50 missions to train up a pilot, right? But it only takes a couple of missions to get a mech.
Yeah?
Speaking of which, I've got limited time, but not so limited that I can't put more clock into the episode. I should actually go ahead and
Mech Warrior training complete.
level up my pilots.
Training complete.
This does increase their costs, but you know.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Plus 6 accuracy in the minimum range. This bonus is enormous.
Welcome, Commander.
Not even joking.
Mech Warrior training complete.
I'm ready for orders.
This is another pilot I want to get to 10 piloting ASAP.
Training complete.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, we'll leave the spares for now.
Waiting for orders.
Still waiting for the VR room to train them up.
I'm here.
Waiting on you, Commander.
This is my replacement. Or what will be my replacement. Missile launching guy. Maybe shielded stance. Let's go bulwark. What the hell?
Training confirmed, Commander.
Good to go.
Standing by.
I have not actually been using this guy.
Mech warrior training complete.
+1 hit defense.
Standing by.
Good to go.
Yeah, this guy's build is actually terrible. Maybe I will spend money resetting.
Aye, aye.
Training complete.
What can I do for you? Commander.
All right. This is my first
Training
complete
confirmed,
pilot.
Commander.
Pretty ironic that he's in the Hollander of all things. This is really the wrong build for a Hollander. Oh well, it's fine for now.
Orders.
This is more the correct build for a light mech.
Mech warrior training complete.
Yeah.
What do you need?
Ready for orders. I hear ya.
Right, where's my...
Commander.
Here she is, Pluto. Perfect targeting. It's pretty sweet. Ignoring 2 evasion. And an extra 10% attack.
Training complete.
Man, like, if you could get more tanks like this friggin' hot dog machine, they'd actually be better than just mechs. Potentially. Okay, I think we're done in here for now.
Ready, Commander.
I feel like this build sucks, but I don't. I don't want to spend that money to reset, or do I? The correct piloting skills are pretty important.
This is an all-ship announcement.
I'm gonna do it for this one.
We'll be taking on a new decade. If you're up for shore leave, keep your eyes open for potential candidates.
This is like 3 extra evasion,
Training confirmed, Commander.
just straight out. And you know what? I don't think Battle Lord is better than precise targeting, particularly. So I feel like Bulwark is actually the other choice. I've kind of gone off Battle Lord because it overheats you. And I don't think that's worth. You can just use Precision Strike instead to get the accuracy. You don't get the damage boost.
Mech Warrior training complete.
But do you need it? I think this might be the ideal light build. Although you do lose ace piloting if you do this. But you become so much harder to kill. And ace piloting is situational. It's more ace piloting's more powerful in the base game or in BTR, where you can't sprint and shoot. In this game, you can sprint and shoot. So you don't need to. In the base game, you would need to sprint into the good position, then shoot, then ace pilot away. And that's a key thing that you would need to do. But in this, you can just ace pilot, you can just sprint in and shoot. So now you could then say, well, now you've got the option to shoot again and ace pilot away. But sprinting all the time in this game keeps your defense super high and doesn't necessarily take away opportunities to shoot. So ace piloting is not as necessary in this for a light to succeed as it is in the base game. Now, normally I wouldn't trade ace piloting for anything, but what you're trading it for is sensor lock immunity and +2 defense, and that is huge.
Please dispose of it immediately, and for everyone's sake, don't drink it.
Ace pilot is actually quite good on a jumper as well. But once again, I mean, another 2 evasion and sensor lock immunity. It's huge. Evasion is only as good as the amount that you stack it. And there's some serious stacking to be done there. So I think this is the ideal light build. At least the safest one. And so I think that's what I'm going to be going for. I will start resetting people to this.
Waiting for orders.
Light and medium build. Don't get hit is the order of the day, because there's just too much firepower flying around. And There are plenty of maps where there's no cover and nowhere to go, and the enemy starts right on top of you. So, you know, once that spawn protection comes down, you're in big trouble if you can't evade. I don't want to get stuck into only doing certain kinds of missions because I know they're going to be safe from my lance. I want to just be able to play any mission in the game and just play it. But anyway, that is it for now. Hope you enjoyed my TED Talk. And join me next time, we'll start cleaning out more of these contracts. See you then.